Hey everyone, I'm Ben with Wild Sprout Nursery. It's a rainy, overcast day here, and I wanted to just take a moment to talk a little bit about comfrey and why every tree guild should probably incorporate comfrey. Then we also have Baby E with us strapped to our back today. Um, the primary reason comfrey is great to have planted around trees is just case in point here. I'm about 5'8". This comfrey is almost as tall as me right now. This is very well established. These are very well established plants. And we use this mostly for making, for shading the soil and also producing biomass as a green fertilizer for the trees. Look at all this biomass right here. I can chop it down and I can mulch the trees. It's growing your own fertilizing mulch, your own green mulch. I could also just let this grow up. Pollinators, mason bees are often visiting these flowers. And every tree I have in the orchard here has at least some comfrey growing around it. And we are early in the season now where we are around like mid-March or mid-May, excuse me. And so if I cut this back now, I'll actually get another cycle of growth. Usually I'll use the weed whacker or a knife, but I guess I got the baby with me so we can just see what the hoe is like. You could also chop these down. Or you could simply just step them down. So the chop and drop, as they say. And new growth will grow from the middle. Actually getting a little bit of powdery mildew, it looks like, on here. That's okay. And then I can just let it die back naturally, and it will, every year it's your own fertilizer. I don't have to bring in other materials from elsewhere. So it's a really great plant to have. Let's go take a look at something else here. So you'll notice that the whole place is looking very overgrown right now. Okay, so look at how tall I've let the grass get here. A lot of people, I mean, there is the aesthetic part of keeping a nice, well-maintained green space. But as far as growing your own mulches go, you want to let the grass gain some momentum. They're starting to produce seed heads. This is a good time for me to actually cut these down. The grass has been able to get a lot of energy, and it'll put on another flush of growth this season if I cut it back now. And so normally most people would probably keep these maintained like whenever they're ankle height or so, but look at all this biomass now. That this is the difference between if I would have cut it back whenever it was only this high. That's just like a very small amount compared to like how much more biomass I have here now. So this is a very fertile area right here. This grass is, for whatever reason, it's just going gangbusters right here. And so what I'll do is I'll come with the weed whacker. This isn't going to do it. And I'll cut all this back, put it in the wheelbarrow, and I'm going to mulch all of my perennial plants with it. This patch here is destined to mulch out some tree collards. So just something for you to think about as you are going through this growing season. And if you find that you are having to get lots of mulch material or trucking in lots of mulch material, and you have like a yard, decent piece of land, consider leaving some wild spaces for the grass to really grow up and grow your own mulch to fertilize that way. There's lots of nitrogen in all this greenery, and all you gotta do is lay it down on the ground and let it leach into the soil naturally. It's starting to rain, and I think we're gonna go back inside here. Babe has a little bit of cold, so don't want to keep her out here in this. Yep. And also just some notes for this season coming up. We are going really hard on growing tree collars this year, a few different varieties. So make sure you're keeping an eye out on the channel, and also if you haven't subscribed to the email list on the website, be sure to do that. That's going to be the way to keep abreast of what all is going on. Hoping to have lots of plants available in the fall, and I may even open up some sales on tree collards before then. So until next time, see you later.